Good afternoon, Knights. Thanks for joining us. I'm Victoria Pera, and today is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025. Here is your Charge on Air update. On October 6th, the 2025 Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine was awarded to Mary E. Brunkow, Fred Ramstol, and Shimon Sakaguchi for the discoveries concerning peripheral immune tolerance. The research revealed the role of regulatory T cells. With their collective discoveries, people have been able to get a greater understanding of how the human immune system functions and why everybody does not develop serious autoimmune diseases. UCF is taking its space game tradition to new heights. Students gathered at the UCF bookstore Tuesday afternoon as the university unveiled its latest Space U jerseys, Mission 9 Hyperspace. The launch took place at 3:29 p.m., a nod to the countdown phrase 3, 2, 1, and blast off. Fans got their first look at the futuristic design and checked out new merchandise inspired by this year's hyperspace theme. The collection included hoodies, hats, and t-shirts, all highlighting UCF's connection to space exploration. The Knights will debut the uniforms under the Friday Night Lights on November 7th at 8 p.m. when they host the Houston Cougars. Volunteers defend and protected the waterways of UCF. Student volunteers worked with the UCF Arboretum to help clean the shoreline around a campus lake. The Arboretum says educating the volunteers is just as important as actually cleaning up the plants. Leslie Guzman Mejia dedicated her morning to pitching in and helping out. She says learning the why is extremely important.
So today we did a low invasive plant removal of the Caesar plant. It's been really nice seeing how removing such invasive plants can help our ecosystem and everyone around us.
The Arboretum says that teaching students how they can protect our water is crucial. Guzman Mejia says she was amazed at how tiny actions can have huge impacts on waterways. Students that want to learn how to defend our campus ecosystem can find events on Night Connect. With global conflicts dominating headlines from Ukraine to the Middle East, UCF is bringing those conversations to campus. UCF Office of Global Perspectives and International Initiatives hosted Barbara Smith, the Vice President of Peace Programs at the Carter Center. Founded by former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, the program works globally to advance peace, fight disease, and promote human rights. The nonprofit has helped mediate conflicts in more than 80 countries. Smith has decades of experience in post-conflict regions like Afghanistan and Mali. She says events like this give students the chance to engage in a global conversation that build empathy and understanding.
Learn about different perspectives, you learn about challenges that others face, and it just enriches your experience, your own lived experience, and that's why it's really important to engage in global conversations like this.
Smith encourages the students to keep the conversation going and practice in peace in their own communities. Looking at today's traffic live report, there is some traffic getting off I-4 and getting onto West and East Michigan Street. There's also some traffic on I-4 getting on East Colonial. We also have some slight traffic on South Alafaya Trail before getting on the 408. However, around UCF, we're looking pretty clear. The weather today is looking as warm as always, with a high of 87 degrees and a low of 72. There will be some scattered showers and thunderstorms all around Orlando as we have a 50% chance of rain. Fall has just begun, so expect some cooler temperatures coming in next week, with highs of up to 80 degrees and lows of 63. We might have clear skies, but you might want to bring your jacket. That's all for today's weather. That's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us at The Charge News. And check back here tomorrow for another news update. I'm Victoria Pera. Thanks for watching and have a great day.